Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Play action. Allen got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Loose inside the 30. And
first down.
This one down to the 24. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Holding offense. 1st and 20.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tua going to throw. Oh, his first
Give me that.
Going to be intercepted.
That was crazy.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
I thought the receiver caught that.
Right out of the gate, the two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost him.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
It's on us anyway. I can see it already holding offense. Don't knock us back.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
There's so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Just wanted to play it safe.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Allen. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. It's so close.
Ball at the 1 yard line.
Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch.
I could have dove for the touchdown,
and let the
but
quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
I'm gonna let James Cook run it in.
Nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Cook is
Oh.
not going to get in. In
Ouch.
fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I don't know about this one.
Allen going to throw. Looking end zone.
Whoa.
It's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Well, they'd really
Try this
like to
play.
make the short field pay
I'm
off.
lucky.
We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Yeah,
And he's gonna be
I'm
taken
just gonna
down
take
right
the 3.
at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Bro, are you serious? Who's supposed to cover this man, bro?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
But it's okay. We're gonna get it back.
Nick Westbrook-Akine, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
Good catch.
County fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
Over the shoulder, bro.
Top shelf, that's bottom shelf material. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, He's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right.
Running for the first down.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get
First down still.
So possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
Left that middle field wide open. First down.
Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be brought
2nd and 5.
shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Again, it's Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tyrell Dodson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Was certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost
take the
the
3
fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Bro, that could have been a pick.
Joy after that one. Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2 to try again on 2nd down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
That's a sack.
Are going to get him as he goes down.
By Ed Oliver.
Oliver, that time the one to get in there and
Good pressure up at the front. D-line, good job.
Like him, you've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Cook again.
First down.
Brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen escaping the pressure right. That's caught right side by Palmer. He's going to go
first down.
Bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A give. This is Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
First down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
I tried.
Now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw, it's Allen.
Touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
Good snatch and grab. Let's go.
Here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns.
It's good.
I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 4.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 40. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. By Tua, hit and the
Fumble. Come on, dude. Come on, bro. 2nd and 15.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Incomplete. 3rd and 15.
Incomplete. Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Bro, don't let him get the first down.
They're going to mark him down
4th and 1.
short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They got to take the 3.
The 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They trying to go for it? You serious?
49-yard field goal attempt.
Alright.
Going for it on 4th down. They're going for it.
Bro, come on, bro.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 and now on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Here's Tua.
No, sir. Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over
He had,
at their own 2.
I didn't know he had a first interception.
One thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think
I'm
you
just
can
gonna run it.
anticipate it as
I don't
much
wanna.
as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And
2nd and 4.
Up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Try to screen.
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Now the
3rd and
Dolphins
10.
burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen.
1st down.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Mm.
With the athletic catch.
1st down.
And he'll be taken
Timeout.
down right there at the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again.
Ah, that was my fault. Why you didn't jump, bro?
And the Dolphins are going to get it back here.
It's all
just
good.
Past the 35. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now this throw incomplete. And how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone.
Oh, they
to
ain't
our
got no
downtown
rushing
Orlando
yards.
Studios and this
That's
EA
crazy.
Sports Halftime Report. The Bills were led in the first half by their
They must not
all-world
want to run the
quarterback,
ball.
Josh Allen. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And just shutting him off there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Second down and 6 now. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down.
Third down and 9.
Back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
It's okay.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe
First down.
urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception.
Taking it 5.
Make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
First down.
It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That one goes for 8 yards. And now they'll throw with Allen.
Pass interference. Defense, ball at the 1.
Comes in, and the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. It changes what your play calls are going to be.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Cook will take
Touchdown.
this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, it almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's
No.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side.
Ah, man.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by play.
Come on, defense. We got to lock in. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll maneuver his way
2nd and 6.
about 4. 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kicked.
Bro, 58 could have picked that off, bro. Why you didn't pick that off?
They eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Achane.
Nope.
And they'll be driven back here.
2nd and goal.
To the 10-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw here. That one
3rd and goal.
from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Tua now, 3rd and goal.
4th and goal.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Bro, come on, 27. You could have picked that off or knocked it away.
Kill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now?
Tight coverage, but good catch.
And all of a sudden, they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Cook up the gut. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and
all right, let me lock in.
The big play.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Allen on third.
First down.
He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third.
Second and 6.
And then the tables turn. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as
First
well.
down and more.
If he's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because
64, why you ain't blocking, bro?
And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On third down, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad
Taking
time
the
to call
3.
this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped.
It's good.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 8.
Are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender membership required. Loan subject to change.
Bro. Oh, I was about to say, what the heck? Oh, I'm tripping.
2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain.
Give me that.
A costly one. It's intercepted.
Pick 6. I'm calling it.
And he is gonna
Let's
score.
go.
It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up
Kick
to
is
15
good.
now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey.
There he goes, right side.
Bro.
Down the sideline he goes. Jalen Waddle, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Warning.
Hey, man,
All I gotta do is just run the ball.
Get on out there and play.
So it's Bills
Run the
football
clock out.
here as we get you reset. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get
first down.
Protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir.
Give me that.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Khalil Shakir, 62 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing in this one now. 1:46 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well.
Nope, they not gonna get it. Nope.
Here's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind.
And this
Give
is
me that.
intercepted, and that should do it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And
tried.
this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throwing Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Complete to Washington. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it.
All we can do is just take a knee. We good.
Kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
One more knee down, we good.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Hey, chat, I'm gonna be right back. Don't go nowhere.